All right, introducing to the stage right now is a dear friend of mine by the name of Shadokat. This is his first time in Rockland, everybody, so I need us to give him a warmer welcome than that.
Peace.
Peace, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say peace again. Y'all seem like y'all asleep. I'm trying to see, check the energy level. Peace.
Peace.
Alright, what's up? Peace. My name is Adam. Stage name Shadokat. I'm a summer poet. I'm originally from New Jersey, and I'm a touring poet. And this is my craft, so I just like to share it with you. I'm not gonna say too much about myself. I'd rather just speak. Is that cool?
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Now, I didn't sign any video releases. I don't know if you go there or no. Okay. Crop circles. A college student interviewed me for a class last Tuesday at Arcadia University in Pennsylvania called Racism, Reality or Myth? True story. Academia doesn't bother to cloud its insinuations anymore. They don't just omit black inventors from history books now, they're subtly trying to slip doubt in our mind. This is race warfare, where weapons like napalm pale in comparison. This is raping slave women to purge the black race. This is Halle Berry winning an Oscar for Monsters Ball. Is racism a myth? A little girl named Johanna, who hates every Kenyan doll her mother ever bought her. She wants Barbie, only Barbie, doesn't even know why. She says Ken likes light skin. At 27, she's 6 years old again. I see her looking in the mirror, telling herself that black dolls are pretty, but she'll wear weave until it's believable. The mafia brought heroin into Harlem the same day that JJ and Steve Urkel became the star roles. Cancerous but cool like Joe Camel. Now my people happily lynch ourselves with blonde hair tracks and Seinfeld. We validate blackness on basketball courts and in handshakes. America injected self-infectious expressions into our native tongue, nigga-itis, nigga please, colored people time, ebonics. We still jump the broom at weddings. We're like racism running on batteries now, and I can picture 15 years from now, they'll tell us it never existed. Like the Tuskegee experiments. They'll publish articles on Jasper, Texas in the National Enquirer of list racism next to Johnny Appleseed. Give it a name and characterize it with knobby knees, dreadlocks adorned with watermelon seeds, and he will have catchphrases like what you talking about. Well, it's racism is written in braille on the margin of the Constitution, next to the blank space where our right to vote is still waiting to be entered. Herbal essence don't know what to do with us. Band-aids don't come in our color. Locks still not welcome in the workplace. Light skin has always been in. A pastor told me to be thankful for slavery because it brought us to God. True story. Great. Now let's see you find the silver lining in the Holocaust. You think God's master plan to enlighten Africans was the Middle Passage? Maybe Emmett Till was plan B. Is racism a myth? I don't know. But I have seen crop circles on African grass, the same design as the American flag. Aliens carved into our landscape like flesh ripped open, flapping breasts hanging like pages in a book waiting to be inserted with silicone like the Bible translated by King James. They reached in like urban legend kidney thieves and stole the secret to rhythm. Traded it for gunpowder and pots, slathered it like blood on the drums of rock and roll. I dream about Africa sometimes, I think, but sometimes I just don't recognize the images. Thanks. I'm gonna do one more. Is that cool?
Yeah. Bring it. Bring it.
Tell it. Speak to me.
This is a piece. This is a true story. Everything I'm saying, we're poets and artists. I'm sure there's a lot of other artists in here from various different forms and disciplines and mediums, but as artists, we always try to write true stories about true things that go on in our lives in some sort of fashion, right? No, not right. We don't do that. I be lying. I don't know. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to give to y'all. This is for Ebony. For Ebony. I never told you that you're my first kiss. Because 15, it's not a cool age to have your first kiss. The last time we talked, I told you that your eyes are almost totally black, and you said, they're not black, they're ebony. And we proceeded to argue about whether ebony meant dark brown or black. You admitted to me that when we were 15 years old, all crushes and holding hands, you begged the swim instructor at summer camp for a yellow band so no one would think you couldn't swim well. Ebony, sometimes you speak in brilliant palettes, and with our eyes closed, all we notice are the flashes. You act on passion, flipping cops to bird for no reason and dancing at the most inappropriate moments. With one hand, you told me the age you were when your uncle glided his hands down your stomach, reached in and stole your security. Left open the gate for others to wander in and plant seeds where they never got on their knees and helped weed. Ebony, you are an orchid without reason in a field of daisies, wide-eyed and wishing a nigga would. You thought you couldn't swim, but the current has always been against you. You've had too many parents, not enough friends, not enough rain to remember what it feels like to not have to grow on your own, to clamber up streetlights and speak to God directly, because your family ain't been passing the messages. Ebony, when your father asked me where you were because you had disappeared, I wanted to tell him she's probably still drowning in your words that are more violent than admonishing. She's probably still crying from embarrassment of being beaten naked during her period in front of her classmates. She's at the bus stop with a Heineken bottle draped around her shoulders for protection, talking to a man who claimed he would save her life. She never noticed his erection. Ebony, they've amputated every flower that you tied in your hair. Sliced ribbons from your wrist and pasted a smile made of construction paper on your face. Made you wear dresses when sometimes you just wanted to run with the boys. When so many parents think it's their job to mold children into who they will become instead of just watering what makes us beautiful. Ebony, I know sometimes you want to float with the current and let the water striders have their way with you. You want to let the world convince you that having a son wasn't the blessing that your eyes twinkle over, but you can't give up, not when you're the strongest amongst us. They say the most sensitive part of the human body is our feet, so love that boy with footsteps. Run alongside the river and dive in where it's the deepest, kicking through the current until you turn the river to flow with you. Dance, Ebony, dance in the middle of class. When the world is solemn and silent, you teach that boy to dance, and don't listen when they shush you, like I've seen you, passionate and despite the music. Ebony, look me in the eyes when I tell you that I'm proud of you. Believe me when I tell you that you're fucking beautiful. Like my first kiss. Eyes open, drooling, and so perfect. Ebony, you were right. Ebony is defined as a dark, lustrous black. You've always been right. Ebony, you are the deepest hue of a color that has no shades.